This is a letter that Tyler wrote to himself. I'll read it to you. When I grow up, I will be 7 feet 5 inches, very strong. I'm going to step into the shoes of Jackie Robinson and hit 400 home runs. I'm going to go to Harvard and get a master's degree. I will play for the Dodgers and win a World Series. I will play on the All-Star team and get $70 million. If you want to have fun, this is the thing you want to do, trust me. There you have it.
Ready?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excited to have you here, man.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks, Tyler.
Yeah, see you guys. Yeah, see ya. Thanks.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Yep. So I just finished practice. I am on my way to my parents' house right now. They live pretty close to the field, so they moved out here in 2018. So they're still obviously big Dodger fans. They were fans of like whatever team I'm playing on, but I think the fact now that I'm like playing for the Dodgers, the team that we always would grow up like driving to and going to the stadium, it's pretty awesome. I'm sure they're gonna want to come to like a lot of games and everything, so it's just nice, yeah, to be able to see them more. And my brother's about to have a kid, and like everyone's relatively close now. I was the only one on that coast, so now that we're all back here, it's pretty awesome.
I got to make room on this wall for the Dodgers. So I'm thinking about dropping those down and putting one up there. Oh, get rid of that one? I think he gets a kick out of all of this, but he's always been pretty casual. If it was to all, you know, worst case scenario end tomorrow, I think he'd be happy with what he's done so far. Yeah, I am.
Hello? Hola.
Our rule was you have to do a sport. We don't care what it is, but you've got to do a sport. So they tried every sport. They did art, they did music. They tried everything and made their own decision what they wanted to do.
Good at some of it, bad at a lot of it too.
You were good at it. We always started out, the kids doing sports and with Tyler playing baseball as, you know, this is fun. We never thought, oh, you're gonna be a professional. He obviously thought so by his letter, but, you know, as a parent, you just think you're just doing it to keep busy.
I think for the most part, like rationally, I was like, all right, how good am I actually, blah, blah, blah. But then there was also a part of me when I was a little kid that was like, I'm a big leaguer, there's no doubt about it. And like, it wasn't rational, it didn't make any sense. But for some reason, I always believed it. It's like half of this is all my old stuff I won't
Ted
throw
and
away.
Tyler's old stuff. There's a pallet full of bats and
back when I used
all
to
of his
hit.
equipment. Yeah, and every time he comes home from season, he drops off bags full of stuff, and then accidentally he'll forget that they're here, and I have to put them up on.
Look at all this, so you got enough storage, you're all right.
That's a wood lathe over there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's probably the same one you use. I might have got that from Hart.
No.
Hart High School, yeah, when they closed down their wood shop.
What? Really?
Maybe. I've done some additions to it, but that's the exact same machine you built your first bat with.
Oh, yeah.
We could never get time at the batting cage, so I built a retractable batting cage. Tyler would come home, we'd have to raise it a little bit and turn the speed up. And that kid made contact with almost every ball that came to him. Now, I don't know if they were left field or if they were foul balls, but he just whack, whack, whack. And I thought, good thing I'm a carpenter, because I'm not going to make it in baseball.
How long did he use it, though, before Ozella told him, no more hitting, you're a pitcher, and that's it?
That year, the year I made it.
What the parents and the player viewed as a fun activity in the early days morphed into an appreciation of sheer talent in the eyes of Jim Ozella, Tyler Glasnow's baseball coach at Hart High School in Santa Clarita, California.
When the size started to get there, you know, when he started to be 6'4", and the arms got longer, and the velo started to pick up, you knew there was going to still be some more growth. But the breaking ball from day one with us was really pretty nasty.
So he'd say, we got to do long toss. Then it got to the point where I would have to take 10 steps forward, get running, throw the ball as hard as I could. It would land in front of him, dribble to him, he would pick it up, and if I had the manhood to get in front of it, and you could just hear it coming, and just be so glad that I caught it. And that's when I knew, man, you know, he's gonna be good at this.
Senior year, I got up to like 89, 92 or something like that, and then a lot of pro teams started to talk to me. And I think my senior year, I really started to like put my everything into it, and my work ethic kind of changed, and I got like very obsessed with like on-field, off-field, baseball-specific things.
A lot of the discussion was, hey, I hope I get drafted pretty high. I hope the team that drafts me, you know, is interested in letting me develop. The Pirates were a great choice for him because they were a team that needed pitching, and they needed some development, and they gave him time. It was great for him.
Tyler Glasnow, he is excited, so are we, to watch him make his Major League debut.
Backstage Dodgers is brought to you in part by Arco.
Let's do it. I don't even know how to play this game.
You don't?
No, he'll tell us.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We're doing the
yeah.
3-1? I've never
I thought
played
you
it.
meant pool. I'm like, yay.
Yeah, I know how to play pool. It's just we always had this growing up too, so we'd have people come over and play some pool and stuff. It was fun. We'd throw parties when they weren't home. Good stuff. They found out about them later. Never got caught though. Pretty
Our
sly.
house in
Santa Clarita, our old house in Santa Clarita. Yeah.
we
the one
had
that's
a
close to the pool.
upstairs pool where all the kids would hang out. Yeah, we found out what they did up there years later.
Yeah.
Okay, now we start shooting.
Cooking.
Not really.
I always thought that was a measure of you've made it if you have a bobblehead. And I get one, you know? And they're hard to come by because at one point there was lines halfway around Tampa Bay Stadium when it was bobblehead day for Tyler.
He is a can't-miss prospect for the Pirates, and they're throwing him into the rotation now.
Tapper, gonna be a tough play. Gong up with it. Goes to first, and he got him. Excellent play. Tyler Glasnow has one big league inning in the books.
Tyler's one of those guys who got drafted early and immediately became a top prospect in the Pirates organization. And for years, it seemed like he was going to be the next ace. But injuries and some struggles at the big league level kind of led him to, you know, to his prospect status to diminish a little bit.
You're looking at maybe the most dominant pitcher in the minor leagues for the last couple of years. And he comes to the big leagues, and this is what happens. It's just, it's never automatic.
There's nothing worse for a parent to watch your kids struggle. And it used to just tear me up. I'd yell at the television. And one day he called me and I said, listen, I got a brand new pair of knee pads in my truck for you if this baseball thing doesn't work out.
Compartmentalizing things is extremely important, and I think it's something I had to learn early in my career, and I think I wasn't very good at it. Most of the thoughts associated with any sort of like pressures aren't necessarily real. They're as real as you make them. So I think if you get into the habit of being like, these are the logical things that are in front of me, these are the things I have to do to succeed, everything else is just kind of noise.
Adjusting to the major leagues isn't always linear, but what's evident with Tyler from very early on was just the talent level. So I think the fact that it happened a little bit later, everybody always felt like it was there and it was going to come, and it's just like being patient and being able to tap into the talent at the right time.
Glasnow's role diminished to that of a reliever in 2018, before he was one of 3 Pirates traded to Tampa Bay at the deadline.
And strike 3 call, 97 on the inside corner. And that's the way Glasnow starts his Rays career.
As soon as he got to Tampa Bay, they basically just gave him a simple message of trust your stuff. You throw 100 miles per hour.
And a cut and a miss.
And And immediately you could see the signs of that same top prospect in the organization right when he came up with Tampa Bay. 2019, had a great season, but got hurt. But he was kind of the ace of that staff in 2020 for the Rays that led them to a World Series appearance. 2021, he got off to an amazing start. But then again, kind of the theme of his career was he got hurt again.
A lot of the injuries I've had are related to this elbow, and I think we even knew in 1920 that was probably going to be the case going forward. I think every year for me was like a ticking time bomb.
And it seems to me like Glasnow might be having some elbow difficulties.
It just felt not right, so I'm just being cautious. I think I'll get like an MRI tomorrow, and then we'll figure it out.
You guys announced during the game that Tyler Glasnow opted for Tommy John surgery.
Your lowest moment is your lowest moment, and I think even comparing all my injury stuff, it wasn't as bad of a feeling as it was failing for 2 years with Pittsburgh in like 16 and 17. So I think it sucked like unbelievably a lot at times, but I always kept the faith that like I knew I would come back, and I knew, especially after I got the surgery, comparing post-surgery arm to pre-surgery arm, I knew that my arm was so messed up beforehand that it was like such a good feeling to know it's only a matter of time before my arm is back to feeling good.
1 ball and 2 strikes, and a swing and a miss.
And I think that's kind of when you saw the new Tyler Glasnow. Now, kind of Tyler Glasnow's career seems to be coming in stages.
As he is on the edge of a 14th K. And there it is. Strike 3, 98 miles an hour. He strikes out the side.
And I think the Dodgers this offseason really saw something in him. Coming back from that Tommy John surgery, he's finally healthy. And I think now you're starting to see that guy, the fire and the veteran presence that he kind of brings to the team now. And I think this is really when you're going to start seeing the best of Tyler Glasnow.
The Dodgers are discussing a trade in which they would get Glasnow and Manny Margot from the Rays for Ryan Pepio and Johnny DeLuca.
There were a few top tier pitchers that we felt like were going to be traded. So obviously doing due diligence on the front end, you know, the whole thing made sense for us to do. You know, we feel strongly that the injury history is really just dating back to the elbow, and that is, now that we're on the other side of that, having had the surgery and last year set a really good foundation for a number of innings, we expect Tyler to go out and kind of combine all of those things that he's learned over the years, and we feel really good about betting on the future.
It's amazing. I think that's the earliest thing. Like when we were doing this whole trade thing, I think they were the most aggressive in trying to get me. And I think just being the hometown team and the respect I have for the Dodgers and the way they operate, like from top down, they have like probably one of the best reputations in baseball. And I think for them to be as aggressive as they were into getting me, it gave me a lot of confidence too, to be like, not only I know that I'm going to be good, like I have the confidence to know my best years are in front of me, but I think it was like a perfect scenario and it all worked out perfectly, and I'm just really happy to be in the position I'm in right now.
Winner.
Am I the winner?
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah! Donna's the big winner.
She did it.
You know what? I gotta say, in my gut, I always felt like it was gonna happen. I don't know why or how or what, but I just felt like it was something that was gonna happen.
It's not like you're going to just another team. You're going to the Dodgers, which is right now, I think, possibly the best team in baseball.
What is it gonna be like for the three of you when he makes that first start at Dodger Stadium?
Very exciting.
Long time coming.
Yeah, very exciting.
Your first pitch is going to be momentous.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Yeah.
But you'll be
But like your mom always said, one pitch at a time.
She's the pitching coach. She's the guru.
One hit at a time, one pitch at a time, huh? One game at a time.
And now the 30-year-old at a Hart High School pitches at Dodger Stadium in a Dodger uniform for the first time.
Sure, the Dodgers have played 2 games already, but that was half a world away. Today, the boys are back home on a great day for everyone.
We talk about they already had an opening day, right? They opened up in Seoul. But this is really opening day. This is it, because you have the buzz, the excitement. You're in your home stadium, the incredible crowd here, and they can't wait for this day to go out there in front of a home crowd and go out there and show them what they can do.
It's obviously going to be a very special day for Tyler Glasnow. He grew up in Santa Clarita, used to make the drive down the 5 coming to games here as a kid. Now he's starting the home opener for the team that he grew up rooting for.
Home openers at Dodger Stadium are always a thrill. But after the blockbuster offseason that saw the team add even more stars to the lineup, it is an organization with great expectations, making this opening day at home unforgettable. Rolling out the blue carpet with a Hollywood-style walk of stars, some of the biggest fans and A-list talent are here, but none bigger nor more important to Tyler Glasnow than his parents, Donna and Greg.
Here they come. Dodgers taking the field in LA for the first time in 2024.
100% I was like extremely proud, and there was moments of like, this is such a surreal moment, but I think for the most part, I don't really try to like feed into the emotion too much. I think you learn young when you do that and you try to like add more to a situation and you start to play it up in your head, it just adds a certain level of like unnecessary pressure, I guess. But that's not to say I don't think it's like this extremely special thing. And I think the most special thing for me is watching my friends and family react to it and like see how excited they are.
Strike one on Brendan Donovan. Tyler says as a kid he would come here and they'd sit at the edge of the loge level and he'd look down and he said, I don't remember any one game in particular, one player. I just remember this feeling of jealousy, looking down in the dugout thinking, those guys get to play baseball. I got to go to school tomorrow. Lifted to center field for James Outman. Goldschmidt pokes it off the end of the bat. That'll drop in for a base hit.
Glasnow delivers. Popped up right side, foul territory. For the one-out base hit from Goldschmidt, stranded by Tyler Glasnow.
I think sometimes when I'm on the mound, I don't like feel what I want to feel. At times I can kind of hone in on my feeling and like my adjustments, what I'm trying to make adjustment-wise, as opposed to just competing. And I think after that inning, it was a pretty good wake-up call, like walking into the dugout, talking to Pryor, and he was like, you just look like you're aiming it. And I think that really kind of woke me up of like, oh, I really am not trying to just go out there and like outstuff guys. And I think when I'm at my best, I'm doing that.
One pitch, one out. I think he was ready to go, and I think it was something that he has been looking forward to. I think making the adjustments from Korea, I think that was good to see. Just being able to kind of get his timing a little bit back to where he wanted to. I don't think Tyler's tapped into what he can do ultimately, and hopefully we're the beneficiaries and the whole team's the beneficiaries of what he can do. So it's going to be exciting to see his growth this year, being able to go out there and pitch every turn at his time in the rotation. And I think we're in for, to see a lot of fun things from him this year.
There is a dotted fastball, 98 miles per hour.
Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I didn't feel that great. Like, I can't expect perfection, but for the most part, like being able to make adjustments from inning to inning, it was good. And the defense behind me is amazing, and the confidence the offense brings helped me out a lot.
Freddie Freeman started the scoring with a single his first time. Waits on a curve, sends it in the air. Scott to the wall, it's gone!
This is the way to have a season opener.
Another swing and another miss.
21 starts last year, and you think about if he's out there for 30, he will be in the race for the Cy Young. That's what kind of stuff this young man has had. When he has been healthy, he is one of the best in baseball.
And Tyler Glasnow in his home debut with the Dodgers. He goes 6 innings, gives up just 1 run on 2 hits.
We love that ratio. 5 Ks, 1 walk, take it every time.
We were just talking about how little we've changed and how little Tyler's changed. He's still, none of this has really affected him. He's still the same kid. I call him a kid, but he's a man. But he'll always be my Lou, my little Lou, you know. It's a wonderful thing. I wish every father could have the pride and the feeling that I have. Doesn't seem fair.
Skies the first pitch to left field. Chris Taylor is underneath it, and that is a home opening win for LA.
Congratulations to Tyler Glasnow, his first Dodger victory, hopefully one of many. It looks like it's going to be a very strong year for everyone.
Not to say it's not special for me, it's amazing for me, but I think to see the reaction of my family and my friends being around is more like, it's an easier thing for me to latch onto emotionally. It's like, to see it is really cool for me. And I think all of us as a family would go to games and we'd sit up in the stands and like watch from that perspective, and after a game having them be able to come down and like just touch the grass and like all the little things, you know, like you never really think you're gonna get the opportunity to, like as a kid, to come down and experience that. Just to have them here, it's cool. It feels like an all-access family pass, and it's a very, like, yeah, very surreal. It's awesome.
All right. Great. Thank you. This I charge for.
On the next Backstage Dodgers.
Now we're on the road. You know, that's how this life goes, but it's super gratifying being able to come home to a family.
Jason Hayward enjoys his home away from home.
Nice. You made that look way too easy.